Welcome everyone to today's special video where we take you on an exciting journey into the world of rare American coins, and in this episode we are going to talk about a legendary piece of American numismatic history, the Liberty Quarter Dollar of 1965, a coin that looks ordinary to most eyes but hides behind it one of the most fascinating stories in coinage history. This particular quarter has become an icon among collectors and historians because of its rarity, its place in United States monetary history, and its extraordinary market value today, reaching an estimated worth of over $82.9 million, which is an unimaginable rise from its face value of just 25 cents. Stay tuned as we unfold everything you need to know about this spectacular coin: its origin, its details, its transition era significance, the unique reasons why it is considered so valuable, and why serious collectors all around the globe chase after it with great passion. The year 1965 was not just another year for the United States Mint, it was a year of massive change. Before 1965, quarters had been minted in 90% silver, a composition that had been used for decades and one that gave these coins intrinsic value far beyond their face value. However, due to the rising price of silver in the early 1960s, the government faced a serious problem. People were hoarding coins because the silver content was worth more than the face value, and circulation shortages were becoming widespread. This crisis forced the United States Mint and the Treasury Department to take a bold step. In 1965, the composition of quarters was changed from 90% silver to a clad mixture of copper and nickel, creating what is known as the clad coinage era. That decision marked the beginning of a new chapter in U.S. coinage history. The Liberty Quarter Dollar of 1965 represents this exact transition. Many coins were struck in the new copper-nickel clad composition, but a few rare examples are believed to have been mistakenly struck on leftover silver planchets from 1964. This is one of the key reasons why some 1965 quarters have become extremely valuable. The silver transition era coins are not only rare but also highly desired by collectors who know how to identify them. These rare era quarters stand out because of their weight and shine, and they have sold at auction for breathtaking amounts. On the obverse side of the coin we see the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, a design that had been in use since 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. The words "Liberty" stand proudly above his head. The national motto, "In God We Trust," appears to the left, and the year 1965 is struck at the bottom. The reverse features the American eagle with wings spread wide, standing on a bundle of arrows and surrounded by olive branches, a symbol of strength and peace. It is a powerful design that captured the spirit of America during the mid-20th century. Now, what makes the 1965 Liberty Quarter Dollar so incredibly important is not only its transition from silver to clad composition but also its unique role in coin collecting. For decades, collectors have been fascinated with transitional era coins. A transitional era occurs when a coin is struck with a metal composition intended for a previous year. In this case, the leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964 were used accidentally in 1965, resulting in ultra-rare silver 1965 quarters. These are nearly impossible to find in circulation today but have surfaced in auctions and coin collections. The value of the 1965 Liberty Quarter Dollar in ordinary circulation is small, but the rare era pieces can command prices that go into millions. This is where the story becomes extraordinary. Some of these coins, in pristine condition and with verified silver planchets, have reached the upper echelon of the coin market. Collectors and auction houses report jaw-dropping numbers, and today one of these extremely rare 1965 Liberty quarters is valued at an astonishing $82.9 million. That is not just a coin anymore, it is a piece of American history, a treasure that surpasses the boundaries of ordinary numismatics and enters the realm of priceless artifacts. When you think about it, a quarter minted for everyday transactions like buying a soda or paying for a phone call in 1965 could today be worth more than a fleet of luxury cars, a mansion, or even entire businesses. That transformation from pocket change to multi-million-dollar treasure is what makes coin collecting such an exciting and fascinating field. For collectors, it is not just about the metal, it is about the history, the rarity, the errors, and the stories that coins carry through time. Imagine the life of such a coin. It may have passed through thousands of hands, through shops, pockets, and banks, until one day a sharp-eyed collector spotted something unusual in its weight or shine, tested it, and realized it was a rare silver transitional error. That moment of discovery transforms a simple coin into a legendary artifact. The thrill of the hunt, the chance of discovery, and the hope of uncovering hidden treasures keep collectors searching tirelessly through rolls of quarters and boxes of coins. Even today, the Liberty $quarter of 1965 is also important because it reflects the economic challenges of the time. The decision to remove silver from circulating coinage was controversial and many people resisted it at first. But it was a necessary step to stabilize the coin supply and stop the massive hoarding. By studying this coin, we learn not only about numismatics but also about the economic and social history of America in the 1960s. It tells us about inflation, resource management, and the ways governments respond to financial crises. The market for rare coins has always been strong, but in recent years it has exploded. Wealthy investors, passionate collectors, and even museums are willing to pay staggering amounts for unique pieces like the 1965 Liberty Quarter-era coin. Every time one of these coins goes up for auction, it attracts global attention. Stories about record-breaking sales fuel public imagination and inspire new generations to check their change and wonder what treasures might be hidden in plain sight. Today, as we look at the market, this legendary coin stands tall at a valuation of $82.9 million, making it one of the most sought-after and expensive quarters ever known. It is not just the metal content, it is the story, the history, and the extreme rarity that drive such value. People dream of finding one, but very few will ever hold such a treasure in their hands. So, the next time you have a quarter in your pocket, take a moment to look at it carefully. You never know, it might just be a rare piece of history waiting to be discovered. And for the 1965 Liberty $quarter, its legacy continues to inspire collectors, historians, and dreamers all over the world. It reminds us that sometimes the most ordinary-looking objects can hold the most extraordinary stories.